Check this.
So we're gonna start running some of these hydraulic lines, brake lines, slave cylinder for the clutch and everything on this bug. As you can see, inside of my bug is completely gutted. There's nothing in here. One of the things I was gonna do is, instead of using the cable clutch on here still, I'm going to run one of those nylon plastic hydraulic brake lines, whatever you want to call it, through the tubing that goes through the center tunnel all the way to the back. So I'm going to basically pull the cable from the front to the back, or the line from front to the back, inside the flame retardant to prevent chafing and everything. So then I can get it plumbed into the pedal box, if you want to call it a pedal box, that I have built and got into place here. Give me a second and we'll get at it. So as of right now, I have a piece of ribbon pulled through. Comes right out there where the cable normally came through at for the clutch itself. I think what I'm going to try first is pull the flame retardant through, and then once that's pulled through, then go ahead and pull or run the plastic line through the flame retardant. So let's go ahead and give that a shot, see how it goes. So to start off, got the flame retardant here. I'm going to spread this apart enough to actually squeeze this through there so that it's not a huge mess trying to pull it through there. The narrower you have it, the easier it's going to be able to pull through. Probably just loop it through here and maybe put on some electrical tape and call it done. Actually just fucking push through. Like that. Bam. See? Got it through there. Give it a little nut. Probably gonna come apart, so we'll put one more on the back side over here. Let's give that a shot. So we're gonna have to pull it up a little bit before we can start feeding it in. So, as you see, it comes through right here in this hole. And we're just gonna pull it up a bit. Alright, we got some tension. Pull the slack back this way. Come back here. And of course, we are caught on something. Let's see if we can help it along. Alright. Let's go back on the inside, see if we get it to start moving through. Oh. Feels like it's coming along. it is. We want to pull enough through this side so we can have some room to route it, so definitely want some extra. So that part wasn't too bad. So we're going to come back here and trim it down. Me personally, I would leave some slack on both sides. It's always better to have more than not enough. Not enough equals the job not getting done and you wasting everything you just put in place. So, say that there be about good. Trim it down. Alright, so now for the interesting part. Now we're going to take nylon brake tubing and we're going to run it through there. See if it follows itself. Well, it goes, but it's tightening up because this stuff likes to spread apart, and with it spreading apart, it's gonna fight you. So far, just nice and easy pushes. Maybe try and straighten it out a little bit more. It's going, it just... You have to just kind of finagle with it. Straighten it out. It seems to do better when it's straight. So pull it over here so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Imagine pulling it through, it'd probably be easier. So I'm gonna mess around with this for a minute and I'll get back at you guys. Alright, so I messed with it for like 15 minutes trying to get it to just push through. That wasn't happening. So what I have now done is I have pushed everything through the sleeve already. And I'm going to go ahead and pull it through just right in the front there. So I got a nice little tie off there. That's pretty tight. Trim that down. And just kind of like what we did with the sleeve, we're gonna go ahead and just pull it through all together at once. See how it turns out. So now we're going to go over there and start giving it a pull. Alright, so you can see, sorry, it's kind of awkward position. You can see where it comes through right there. I'm just giving it a pull. Go back to this side. Go go ahead and feed everything into the point where it should start pulling through fairly easily. All right. Go back to the back side. Slowly but surely it's coming through. When you're pulling this, you want to make sure you're pulling it outwards, because if you pull against that ledge with the string or ribbon or whatever you decide to use, it will basically cut it and make it so that it come apart. You probably don't want that. You probably don't want to have to mess with this much more than it's really necessary. So there you go, we got it through. It's one solid line from the back to the front, inside the sleeving with the nylon brake line. So now we'll trim this up and get it connected. And see how it looks from there. Alright, so something else I wanted to try here. We'll go ahead and get this trimmed up. And like I was saying before, if you ever just need to pull some forward or whatnot, all you do is slide that back. You can just give it a tug and you'll get what you need. I'll try to heat shrink around this to just before I'm going to put the actual compression fitting. Also, when you cut these, you want to make sure that you have a nice round opening. Doesn't look pinched, so we should be good from there. So let's see if this will actually work. I think it would not only be cool, but it will help everything stay where it's supposed to. I might have to step it up a size though. Yep, I'm gonna have to step it up a size. Be right back. Alright, stepped it up to the next size. Let's see. And you're gonna want to keep it as tight as possible. So, well, it gets close. Really want quite that much, but it's not gonna hurt. So just keep working it through. So far, twisting method seems to work pretty good. Once you get the backside to pop out, then you're golden. Sun's in the background playing. Maybe if I just